welcome to the Restaurant Morning Show.
Numero uno.
Numero uno.
Yeah.
My name's Adam Barringer, host with Joe Bates.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
So, Joe, we both spent time with Outback Steakhouse, right?
Yeah.
What was the entree ticket time?
12 to 15.
12 to 15?
Yeah.
This morning show is going to take less time than it would take to cook a
Sirloin.
A sirloin.
Yeah. And get out to the guests.
Maybe
Good.
less time to cook a bloomin' onion.
Yeah, short format.
Short format.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And we're gonna, aside from the introducing ourselves, we're gonna touch on a few things. One, the daily special, which is, some of the headline news that we have. The second one, order up. That's gonna be our main topic.
Great.
Today, the main topic is gonna be, just talking about hurricanes and what just happened in Florida, moving on up into Georgia, and what's affected the Carolinas and Tennessee. Unfortunate for our industry. Then we're going to do a quick bite, which is actionable tip of the day, and then we're going to do a shout out, kind of a health tip. Certain things that get overlooked, I think, in our industry, and then we'll wrap it up with some closing remarks.
Sounds fun.
Right on.
Let's go through it.
So, what do you have for your? What did you choose for that stuck out to you with regards to a news article?
For our daily special?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just was looking through restaurant news and found an article from Sullivan's Steakhouse, so 15-unit chain based out of Denver, Colorado. And the reason it made the news is because they changed their menu, and it was a pretty big change.
Okay.
And what caught me is that I don't think enough privateers, enough restaurateurs, enough small restaurants change their menu often enough and keep it fresh. So they made a change that was big enough that they posted an article about it.
Okay.
And, I think you and I were talking about 70% in the retail sector, 70% of sales.
The fashion industry.
Come from new items being dropped.
Sure.
I thought a perfect example is, why do you think Apple drops a brand new iPhone every single year?
Right.
That's got a different color.
Right.
And that's the only thing different, because they know that there's people that are, magnified by something brand new. I have to go get it right away. So, and that's why we change our menu quarterly, certainly 3 times a year.
Right.
And then we have a daily special as well, which we advertise, and just to keep that buzz going.
But and maybe some independent restaurant owners, they get so focused on day-to-day operations that they don't take time to evaluate their menu. 20% to 25% of all sales in the restaurant industry come from either limited time offer or new items. So it is important to really look at the menu, see what the trends are, guest feedback, and make those changes.
But it's tough for a restaurateur if you're working in your business.
It is.
We talk about that a lot.
We do.
You're either working in your business or you're working on your business.
Yeah.
And if you can't step back and work on your business and surround yourself with the right people, then you can't make these changes.
Yes.
And I thought it was newsworthy, and there's a couple cool things on their menu. So Wagyu strip,
that
hits close to home,
it sure
right?
Does.
And we're having some great success with that, and the feedback on that for us is fantastic. I think you found that A5 Wagyu strip for
ours
us.
is it's not quite A5, but it's Akuushi Wagyu, and it's Heart Brand Ranch out of Texas.
And we're hand cutting that in house daily. So
cutting.
if you haven't tried it, come in and try it.
Yeah.
So that was neat. How about you?
Yeah, so my love of wine. Wine sales slump as long-term decline continues. And it really just says that wine sales have declined 8% in the year ending August 2024. And that's spelling difficulty for the entire category. And that's according to Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America. Premium wines over $100 saw the sharpest decline, with 12.5% year-over-year decline.
I wonder what those numbers are going up against, because it spiked so heavy during COVID. People were drinking everything, but including wine. So I wonder if it's a trend from that.
I think it's a changing demographic, and they're seeing the younger demographic. And again, the younger demographic is not drinking as much wine. But think about it. When did you start drinking wine?
I was in my late 20s working for a small chain called Stonewood,
Yeah.
and they were very wine focused at the time. And that's the first introduction. Before that, I was a beer drinker.
Right.
You know? So, but I think that's part of as generations come through and grow.
Sure, it's generational.
cyclical,
Yeah.
right? So,
I
you know,
agree.
the kids are, you know, my 21-year-old son he's drinking twisted iced teas.
Sure.
Right. So, and his buddies are drinking
Yeah.
Smirnoff Ice or something like that. So,
Right.
and then as they grow and mature and get introduced to some of the finer things in life, and they get their jobs and disposable income becomes higher. So,
But it could also be, with this, it could be an opportunity because now there might be some really good deals coming out of, let's say, California for some of those higher end wines. If they're not selling, they're going to be reducing their
inventory.
Right, they're going to be reducing their price. So I think there's, it's tough for the wine industry right now, but I think it's going to be better for the consumer in the long run. So that's,
and I think we'll see it rebound.
yeah,
We usually do.
absolutely. I do think it will.
I mean,
All right.
you and I personally will
Well, I will
support the wine industry
personally,
as much
yes.
as we can.
Next, order up.
Yeah.
Main topic, hurricane. Man, we just went through Hurricane Milton barreling through Florida. Our 3 restaurants, we had to close them for 2 days. Lost sales. We lost some food, perishable products.
Our team members lost 2 days of work.
2 days
you
of
know, where
work,
they could have
and some of them
income.
displaced out of their homes
Yep.
because of flooding. But you know what? We fared so well. And there are restaurants along the west coast of Florida, up into Asheville, North Carolina, from Hurricane Helene that have not fared
back to
well.
back.
And they may never recover.
Yeah, the Banner, Elk, Boone,
Yeah.
where my mom has a house up there. That there's areas of there that it'll be years
Right.
before they recover.
Right.
So, but and it's not just it's hurricanes for us,
Sure.
but across the Midwest with tornadoes and just any place that's
The fires in California.
specific to our industry. Certainly, it's challenging. How do you react to that?
Right.
How do you recover? And I thought our recovery
Well,
was
ours, I mean,
fantastic.
yes. And a lot, yes. It's difficult to go through. I feel very bad for all the people in our industry that are displaced. I mean, the impact is going to be billions of dollars. But for us, locally, I think, which really leads us into the quick bite, is that having a great culture is how you get through these really hard times. And I know some of our core values are trust, that our team and our guests trust that we're going to make the right decisions during these times, that we're going to have the strength to do the right thing, and that's to close when we know that it's the right thing to close. We know that we losing product, we got to throw that stuff away, and we got to start fresh. I mean, there's costs involved in that. The loyalty, the allegiance that we have, that our staff has coming in, helping us, checking coolers,
the
running
teamwork,
generators.
Friday morning at all locations, the teamwork of all hands on deck, getting
Yes.
into those restaurants,
Getting us
you
reopened.
were in a restaurant prepping. I'm in a restaurant with a
Sure.
knife and a cutting board prepping, and
Well, you are the prep and weapon.
I am the prep and weapon. So, can I get a shirt,
Yes.
please? Prep and weapon. But also, what does that say when the leadership is in the restaurant elbow to elbow with an
Right.
apron on and a knife
Yep.
and working around these guys? And so that's not patting our own back,
Right.
but it's just the culture that we have developed and our team believes in.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, going back to culture, I say that it is a unique selling point for a restaurant when they have a strong culture. We all pull from the same labor pool. We all
Right.
order food from the same 4 major suppliers. So why is one restaurant's food amazing, and why is one restaurant's, like, you walk in like, wow, the culture in here, or you don't even realize it. It's something you can't see, you can't
Right.
touch. But hey, that's the place I want to go work at. That's having a great culture.
And sometimes it's difficult to even put on paper as
Right.
a restaurateur, as an owner, as a leader. It's difficult to kind of encapsulize what your culture is, what your core feelings are in words, and deliver that to your team and get them to buy in. And
But it starts
once you do that, though,
it's powerful.
It's powerful.
It starts with a mission statement. It starts with the vision, why you do what you do, and then what are your set of core values.
Yeah.
And I think that we have done a great job of articulating that. But oftentimes, when you ask your regular, 80% of independent restaurant owners couldn't tell you what their mission statement is.
Right.
And it's
well, they'll say, "Well, my team just does what I do.
Right.
They just know what I want them to know."
Right.
Do they?
But if you
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get more than one location, that's very difficult.
It absolutely
Yeah.
is. And we've got to put great leaders in those locations as well, and because the culture flows through us
Right.
and through those leaders,
Sure.
and we've got some great ones.
All right, so this industry, notorious for being unhealthy, notorious for long hours.
Are you calling me out right now?
I wasn't going to say anything about smoking or drinking, okay? I wasn't going to say that. Starting the day with something that's healthy, and I love coffee. I absolutely love coffee. And I have been drinking this mushroom coffee.
Okay.
It's for mental focus,
And I got to tell you, I don't like mushrooms.
right?
I've been standoffish about
Yeah, this is your
mushrooms.
first
This is my first cup in my brand new cup.
in your brand new cup.
And it tastes like coffee.
It
so
tastes
I
just
can't
like
wait
coffee.
to kind of see the benefits.
Well, I feel that I get some mental
But it's
focus,
fantastic.
energy, and what's really good about it is after the second cup, there are no coffee jitters. And I
Okay.
still feel I get all the same benefits of coffee.
And this is Think
Think by
Organic Coffee.
by Four Sigmatic.
Okay. Mental focus and energy.
Yeah.
All right. Comes in little
Little-
pods, little cups
Yeah.
to use in your K cup.
Yeah.
No, I got to tell you, I'm like mushroom coffee. I'm not sure, man.
No, but it's good.
It tastes
right?
great.
Yeah.
It tastes great. I love
Tastes
it.
great. How do you drink it? Cream, sugar?
I do a little bit of cream and sugar. Yeah.
Okay, you know
Black
what?
for you?
No. I like it with a little bit of cream.
A little bit of cream, no sugar.
No sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I need a little sweetener, but it's
Well,
good. I could drink it
yeah.
without the sweetener.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
To our first restaurant morning show.
Yeah. Listen, this is to engage with our restaurateurs, our
Yeah,
fellow restaurateurs.
fellow restaurateurs.
We know how difficult it
Yeah.
is, and
We do it
how
every day.
difficult it can be.
Right.
And, we
We're
do it.
in the trenches every day building a brand.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So keep tuning in.
All right.
We'll see you next week.